We are talking about my journey, our journey, I should say. Myself, Clev, basically the JXK crew, you know, the main team that runs a couple things. But one of the things that we decided to do was start this online tournament series called Rival Fools for Street Fighter 5. You got to dig deep and ask yourself, why do you want to start a tournament? Why do you want to do this online? Why is this something that you want to spend energy on? It's literally, for me, my Saturday tomorrow, I basically have a morning, and then the rest of it is prepping for this event and running the event. You know, I got to get everyone organized tomorrow. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to start it. Why do you want to do it? So, number one, I'm just going to flat out say it. Some people may want to do this for money. You know, if that's the case, then that's your MO. Fine. You know, make that work. You want to do it for the community? I'm more in that aspect. I have a couple things. Yeah, Demon knows where we've hosted some of the Chun-Li only tournaments. We did a charity event. You know, it could be for charity. Great point. That, you know, I'm glad that Demon is actually in the chat, because we actually ran a charity event. Your tournaments could just be for charity. Okay, so I'm gonna go through why we started Rival Fools for me, and maybe this will give you some ideas. If not, you know, like I said, it could just be for money. It could be for a charity. It could be for a learning experience. But point one for me is we started Rival Fools because we were kind of afraid that, you know, our local scene was going to die. Like around our area, we have like Master Instinct, our boy Eric, that was just on the chat. He runs that. It kind of sucked, like, to not have a local. So we're like, well, how do we have a local but not have a local? And we started to see some online tournaments pop up, and we're like, all right, maybe this is the avenue for us to kind of get started and starting a tournament, but also keeping the FGC alive and hype. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things. We also wanted to continue to expand as a content creator. Like myself and Clev, you know, we have our own brands. Like, this is my channel, it's my YouTube channel. I want to get better at making overlays. I want to learn like After Effects and make, you know, graphics, and, you know, making a production, doing a production, like running a tournament, actually gives you a lot of practice. So for me, it's like, I want to be able to get a phone call and be like, hey, would you want to be the production guy running the stream for this tournament? You know, kind of like what Spooky does. That's awesome. You know, it could be a career. Another thing for us is we have a separate brand. We have the JXK Designs brand. You know, you guys are seeing my Espada fight sticks. You guys are seeing all the artwork that we do for the community. We have merch. You know, jxkdesigns.com. We have merch. And for us, this is another platform to grow our brand. Remember, I said I don't really make a lot of profit running the actual tournament. Actually, I make no profit running the tournament. Sometimes we go into negative. But if we could spread the word about possibly someone using our services and merch, buying merch as well, you know, because we do like FGC apparel and streetwear, maybe that will help that area. So this is a promotional marketing aspect for our brand. Okay, this is big, right? This is huge. We definitely want to start a local when it's time, when it's safe. You know, and this is all practice for us starting a local. There's more aspects to running a local, like logistics, getting enough tables, how many consoles you have, do you have enough monitors, you know, venues and stuff like that. There's that aspect that we haven't really touched yet, but at least all the back end stuff is taken care of. Yeah, and like Demon said, he misses locals, right? So we want to start Rival Fools online and offline when we get the chance. And then this is the biggest aspect for us, is just fun. You know, it's really fun. You know, sometimes you just want to kick back and create a fun space for people to kind of have a good time. As you see, our style of running the tournament, we're a little bit more loose. You know, we're not like East Coast, West Coast. We're just like the whole US, you know, and we want to see people who don't normally fight each other play each other. And I think that's one of the big, you know, things for us. Creating a brand. Like, this is one of the hardest pieces to starting a tournament, man. Like, it's a big deal. Like, you can't... What are you going to name your tournament, for instance, right? So, a name. And then you do have to brand it. Like, you can't just have, you know, Bob's Tournament. maybe it is Bob's tournament, but what's going to make Bob's tournament stick out, right? So for us, you know, I remember talking to Clev, and as we were thinking about like starting a local and be like, hey, what do you want to call it? And we had this long session. It was actually in our Discord. We had a long session of just like coming up with funny names. Clev literally just blurted this out. Like, I remember being on chat with him and he was just like, Rival Fools. And then I was like, okay, that's freaking hilarious. Because like, we do kind of act a fool. You know, we're kind of silly. You know, we joke around all the time. But that was kind of like the aesthetic we wanted. We wanted something like loose, people to have fun, but still be fighting games, you know? So, and we took that, and within like, I think 2 hours, I had this logo. We made the logo. Of course, it's inspired by the Rival Schools logo, but for me, you know, going to the next point, like overall theme, aesthetics, and vibe, like we wanted to have this hip-hop vibe. You know, so I went and took the Rival Fools and actually did it in my graffiti hand style and drew out the logo. You guys see it right on the screen right now. Clev quickly drew this like Dan, and we came up with this like comic book, you know, cartoony style of running this. You know, this is the aesthetic that we wanted. So hip hop, loud, cartoony style. You know, that was our vibe, and like it kind of continued. So like Rival Fools 2 comes along. We did Honda and Zangief. You know, and Rival Fools 3 comes along, you know, same vibe. So you could see where we're evolving. You know, now it's like literally fighting, but this is more of like a Simpsons vibe, as you guys could see. This is the style that we created, and it kind of kept going as we went through the tournaments. So this was Rival Fools 4, for instance. And then 5, right? This is for our boy Sermi. We actually made a stick out of this. And then 6. Right, this is Rival Fools 8. As you could see, stream overlays, consistent graphic design throughout the whole production. Right, are you doing a stream? If you're doing a stream, is everything kind of coherent? Is every screen, you know, coherent? Is it gonna be like a matching thing, or is like you just have like random other screens? Scoreboards, some of the assets in there, again, sponsor logos, like having that same consistent feel is very important. So that's something. Overall aesthetics, vibe, gotta keep it going. Consistent graphic design throughout the whole production. And then, you know, for us, we also wanted to make it like something that we can brand as merch, right? So we made the logo like very cool and very promotable. So, you know, we have like actual merch for our events, and you know, we did pretty well making hoodies and selling these caps. I've seen random people that I've never even met in my life have this hat and tag us. I'm like, holy shit. They don't even play fighting games. They're like, yo, that logo is dope, you know? So it definitely gave us an opportunity for merch. Building a squad. Now, what do you guys think? What do you need to have a squad to be able to do an event like this? Let's start with the obvious. You got to have a tournament organizer. That could be you. That could be yourself as a streamer. You could wear that hat. You can wear the streamer hat and the TO hat. You definitely need someone to do your graphic design. You know, you could do a real bare bones tournament and still do okay. But again, if you're trying to stand out from everybody else, definitely need some graphic designers. Or again, if you could do it yourself, build that brand. Maybe you have someone that's ready to edit videos. Maybe someone on standby that's like capturing clips as the tournament goes. Maybe you're adding markers to your stream and then taking those edits later and, you know, composing like a best of or like a highlight reel. I've actually done that in some of my events. Oh my god. Hey Clev. So yeah, I mean, this is something that is important, you know, maybe have like someone like on deck for video editing. You know what I mean? Super important. That could be something that can really make you stand apart. Commentators. Now, I'm glad that Clev just got in here because Clev is a beast on the mic. Like, and the way that I try to build a commentary team, and you know, we're always working on this. So we're not like the de facto like best at this, but the way that we have envisioned it is that we need someone that's, you know, just funny, that can lighten the mood, that can, you know, react to things like and make jokes out of things, or just keep the mood nice, but also knows about the game. And then the other person that we normally have is like someone that really knows about the game, knows about the frame data, but can also carry a wonderful conversation and go back and forth. You know, rhythm is really good. Like, you need to have like a team. A lot of people think they're commentators, but like, for instance, I thought I was a commentator, but I suck at commentating. Like, I'm not that great at it. You know, I could get better. Of course, streamer, right? You need someone to stream it. For instance, like, you know, you may not be the best person to stream the event. You think, you know, you might have to take a seat back. Maybe your channel isn't as built up as someone else's that can get you more traction. Whatever your main goal is, you have to go back to your whys. You know, why do I want to run this tournament? Is it for profit? Is it for a promotion? If your channel isn't gonna do that job of whatever your why is, then maybe it's not it. But if it is, then go for it. What kind of tools do you need to run an online tournament? So you're gonna need definitely some bracket software. Another important part of this is have a community page. Let me see if I can bring up our community page. So for instance, I'm gonna bring up Rival Fools right here. Yeah, guys, yeah, I'm definitely dropping some of the gems, but so we made not only, you could just go ahead and make a tournament. You know, you could just make a random tournament, you know, in challenge, but I suggest if you're going to be doing this more than once, or having some sort of weekly consistency or monthly, or, you know, if it's some sort of consistent thing, it's just not just one event, make a community page first, right? Damn, look, see, this is Rival Fools 9, guys. Right now we have 46, and you can see all the past events. Like, wow, these guys actually been putting in work, right? Look at all this. Look at all these tournaments these guys been running. Here's the Thunder Thive Saves Lives tournament that me and Demon did last month. And then once you're in here, you can click into the tournaments. So this is the tournament software. This is Challenge that I'm using. Here's the bracket thus far. There's settings in here. You can actually enable people as administrators to the tournament. Instead of having a bookmark just one page, people just bookmark the community and just see what's good. You know, like someone can just bookmark Rival Fools, but oh, when's the next Rival Fools? And boom, there it is. Communication with TOs and the players really freaking big, man. So what are you guys using to communicate? I think the most successful right now is Discord. You know, you can also use Facebook. You know, I'm sure there's a Slack. I'm sure there's a ton of other things, but for the most part, the gaming community is already on Discord, and a lot of people already have Discord accounts. Or you could just go bare bones and just do Twitch chat. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it only because you'll get like crosstalk of like TO stuff in the Twitch chat, which doesn't look too good, especially if there's a problem. So you want to keep like the Twitch chat maybe just to have the actual people watching versus the TO type stuff. But it's possible. I've seen people just run it straight from Twitch chat. Streaming platform of choice, you know, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. I already mentioned this, like maybe your channel isn't the best place to host it. Maybe it's like a bigger brands or bigger content creators channel. You partner with them. It could be as simple as that, but you know, pick a platform. Or honestly, you could just make content out of the tournament. Maybe you don't want to stream it right away. Maybe you want to put it out as a YouTube video later. That's something that you can always do and have it like nicely organized and edited instead of having like a loose tournament. All right, I'm sure you guys are wondering monetization wise, like how the hell does that work? Okay, how do you get money into the tournament? So you can fund it yourself. You want to throw down $50 like some people do. Maybe they do that and throw down $50. So the thing that I would recommend doing is if you have like a strong online community already, like if you're a streamer, for instance, you can apply for Matcherino. So if you guys don't know what Matcherino does, they basically find sponsors that are willing to support esports, and they basically fund your event. So, you know, it could be G Fuel as an example. You know, maybe it's Red Bull, maybe it's it could be a YouTube channel that they say, okay, we want to be part of this. I want to be a sponsor, and you can actually have these guys fund your event, as well as have fans fund the event. Now, I will tell you, you have to apply for this. You can't just sign up and you're good to go. I'll tell you my journey really quick. So, to get onto Matcherino, you had to hit this apply to partnership program. You fill in the form. They want to know about your social media. They want to know what kind of reach you have. You know, it's not just like you sign in and you're good to go. They basically interview you, and guess what? You actually get an interview. So they set up a for me it was a Discord chat, right? It was actually a Discord chat, and then from that point, you know, I explained what I did. I explained my brand, everything that we built for the stream as well as the company. We had to explain that, and they basically say yay or nay, you can be a Matcherino partner. So let me sign in, and once you're a partner, you can actually make events here. I can create an event. Let me show you Rival Fools event. In here, you can set up all the sponsorship stuff. You could put whatever you want to have as the sponsors. Equinox Gaming, I have Rig Gaming over here. All these Twitter quests you can add in. And one of the really cool things that we do to help monetize the tournament is that we actually have merch. What's up, Money Green? We see you in here. We actually have digital merch. So all the assets that you like seeing, if you like Clev's work, we actually have it as like a wallpaper that you can download. So the way we do that, we monetize, we make it $5. $4 goes in a prize pool. Clev gets $1, right? I'll talk about this later, but we have partnerships with other people. Dope Mikey over here, for instance. We have Buttercade, for instance. Trying to find Buttercade over here. So you can buy Buttercade's products in here. Matcherino, you know, so all this stuff. And look at this, $8 for the t-shirt. I mean, $20, $8 goes to the prize pool. So you have tons of stuff on here. Now, Matcherino is also working on like a bracket system, which is nice too, which hopefully we can run everything from Matcherino, but like I said, I don't think they're quite ready yet, but they're working on it. And obviously you could just contribute. You can have people just donate $20 because they like what you're doing, you know? So right now we have $113 for the tournament, and the tournament hasn't even started. It's tomorrow, and hopefully while we're talking about it throughout the tournament, you know, we'll be able to raise that and bring the prize pool up as well. You can find sponsors. So for instance, like these are all banners that's going on. Some of these guys, like for instance, Retro Arcade Stick Collective right over here, they donated $50 to the prize pool. Guess what? They get to have their banner on the stream. They get to have their logo flash on the stream right there on the bottom, RASC. Boom. You know, that's good promotion. And then also knowing about their products, you do have to do a little bit of follow-up. You do have to know about their products and what you want to actually, you know, tell them. Tell the audience like why these guys are sponsoring, why you wanted these guys to sponsor the event. You know, why are these guys good for the community? What kind of products do they have? You gotta be basically ready for that. Also, you can make it not just for the players. You can also do it for the stream. You can do it for the chat. You know, BitBang Gaming, for instance, they sponsored our event this month, and they're doing a giveaway for the Chun-Li tournament. We had LLJB3 give away some of his artwork. You know what I mean? So there's tons of ways that you can kind of add value and monetization to your, you know, to your tournament. Stream donations directly. Sure. Yep. We talked about that using Matcherino. You can just do it like from your PayPal, but a lot of people, they kind of get turned off if it's not like an official donation type thing, because they, you know, they want to make sure that it's going to go to where you say it's going to go. I'm sure that has a lot to do on you. Like they have to trust you as a content creator and as an organizer to make sure that happens. But, you know, having like an official platform for donations is probably a better aspect than just, hey, PayPal me whatever your donation is for the tournament. I'll make sure they get it, you know. All right, promoting, how do you actually get players to actually enter, right? Big thing, you know, obviously I'm not going to say the obvious, but social media, YouTube, posting on relevant channels like the Street Fighter Reddit, you know, following their rules, make sure that you're posting without, you know, stepping on anybody's toes, uploading great plays, top 8, etc. You know, that's a big thing, putting on your social media, showing that off. Another thing that I mentioned earlier Partnering with other types of creators is huge. We have producer Dope Mikey. He made a beat pack. He made a beat pack for us to sell in the marketplace. But more importantly, I'm actually going to be playing his music tomorrow. Right? I'm going to be playing all his music in a playlist tomorrow as background music for the event. But maybe you partner with these guys. So rather than exchanging like to actually have like money, like our monetization, you maybe put some money into the bracket. No, you could be like, look, I'll help you by helping me. Let me get some content from you. I'll promote your content, and in turn, for Mikey, maybe he'll get some sales out of the beat tape that we're gonna have tomorrow, because people might enjoy the music that's playing in the background, and he gets some exposure. I mean, producers just need anything with exposure, right? So the other thing too is like, hopefully you've gotten a foothold in the community. Maybe you know somebody that knows everybody. Like, shout out to the boy Taj. Taj knows like everybody. Miss Lima Hilton, Miss Patricia has been helping us out. She knows like literally everybody. I know some people. My boy Zano knows people. I know you guys. Inviting great people to the tournament always helps. Imagine I have a great highlight reel with some of your favorite players. What's up, Roger? When they see the highlight reel, wow, Space Boy's in the tournament. Wow, Prophet's in the tournament. Wow, No Respect is in the tournament. Like, all these great players. Wow, like everybody here. Like, this tournament must be legit. All these top players, all these great players are playing in the tournament. That really does help. And then, of course, just, you don't have to do this. It could be, again, for charity like we did last month. But having a great prize pool, or at least a consistent prize pool, like Rival Fools consistently has been paying out. Let me see. I actually just posted it. So this is the average money that we've actually raised. So we've had 7 events in 2020 that was Maturino funded, right? And we literally had $337 per event. That's pretty good. 70, 20, 10. That you're walking away. The winner can win $200 playing a night of Street Fighter, right? Showing this off is a great thing. Wow, like these guys have a nice prize pool every month. Giveaways always help. It could be sponsor based. Make sure that you're adhering to the policies of like Capcom, for instance. If you're running a Tekken tournament, make sure that you're reading the policies for each brand. Like for instance, Capcom just put out a video usage policy of how you can properly use their assets. So make sure that you're adhering to that. We weren't adhering to that because we had a stage mod, and then they dropped this policy and we just removed it. But that's our journey running Rival Fools so far. And again, the end goals was to just have fun, start a real local, promote the brand, and that's what we're about, and just have fun. So hopefully that was helpful. If you guys enjoyed that, let me know.